Yes, guys, it's Danny Glover from Fight Fan TV Live. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me just get my thing. I should have actually done this. 2 secs. I'm gonna be going on. I'm doing my first TikTok live. What's the date? Huh? What's going on here? Sorry, bear with me 1 second. I didn't know you got to type in your bloody date of birth. On this TikTok thing to go live. Like, I thought they would have had that already. Come on, mate. What's going on here? What's going on here? One sec, guys. What's going on? Oh, this is no. It's just this ain't gonna happen this time. I'm gonna have to do this another day. But yes, we're here, yeah, for Fight Fan TV Live. It's Danny Glover. You know who it is. Let me just get onto this Instagram live quickly. All right, here we go. So there we have it, yeah. So we're in. So yes, this is the final prediction from the last Crescendo today. Let me get in the comment section, see who's inside. Hold on a second. Yeah. So I know, it's been probably the craziest fight week that I can remember off of the top of my head. So much has been going on, like from various pullouts, various changes in opponents. Everything's going on this week. Literally everything this week is going on right now. So hold on, let me make sure that I'm live. Am I live on that? 1 second. I believe I am. Let me just turn this down now before I do my thing. So, oh yes, yes, big up Jody, my cousin Jody in the building. Come on. So yeah, we've got, a great fight card. People are talking about, I noticed a lot of the old guard. I'll have to get onto you guys again. Not a lot of the old guard. Some of the old guard, they're coming in with now. Oh, all this talk of the greatest fight card of all time is finally over. I'm like, guys, can you just give it up? Just give it up. Like, I know, you like to talk about the good old days and, back in the day. But I said, name me a card that's better, and they can't do it. You know what I mean? Yes. Good morning, uh, Jody, Jody Richards. So, yeah, they can't seem to produce it. The only card a couple of them seem to come out with is the Julio Cesar Chavez versus Frankie Bailey fight, where you had Julian Jackson versus Gerald McLennan as the chief support on the card. Oh, this thing is chief support on the card, yeah, and you had Christy Martin fighting a debutante, and she got a draw. You had Meldrick Taylor versus a guy I can't remember off the top. There weren't no one special. You had a couple. You had a minimum weight, which is straw weight world title fight. So a lot of these guys, they're hanging on to their hat with that one. But when you actually put it neck and neck, it's not really weighing up the same. Like, these guys, they need to give it up. Come on, just give it up. Give it up for the new guys, man. Don't hate on the youngers. But let's get into this because I ain't gonna be here too long. I just finished a night shift. I'm down at the Tolworth Recreation Centre later on for Dean White show doing commentary. I will be trying to tune into certain fights whilst they're on commentary. So yeah, big up Jody. So yes, hold on. We've got D Obiano Obianuli, mad time for you to be what? To be on. I know. Do you know why? Because I haven't done nothing here, and you've got to produce content. Someone's got to be producing the content. So this is my last chance. This is the last crescendo for me to produce some content. Give you a lot of predictions because there's no point me going on other on broadcasts after. You need proof. So I've got my documented proof. I'm about to give you my final predictions on these fights. Also, I've just finished a night shift. I started at 7 p.m. yesterday. I finished at 7 a.m. today. I've just got in. So I'm going to do this. Then I'm going to go sleep. Then I've got to wake up, then go down to Tolworth, which is like Kingston, Surbiton, and do some commentary at the Dean White show, Black Box Global. So that's why I'm doing this now, because it's the last hurrah, the last chance, the last crescendo. Come on. Yes, big ups, Mike Henry. Um, so yes, so let's get into this. So the first fight, we're not going to talk about the two Saudi guys because they're like showcase fights. My ring light is acting mad today, Um, so we're gonna go into the straight away. Well, all right. So we're gonna go into the opener, yeah. So this is meant to be like the ribbon cutter, right? Which is Joshua Boatsi versus Callum Smith. Now, um, I was saying, you know, yeah, Boatsi should just deal with Callum Smith, beat him on points because Boatsi's been going points the last quite a few times now. Um, but and Callum Smith, people think that he's been active, but he actually technically he had two fights last year. He had one in January and he had one in was it November, December on the Galal Yafai Sonny Edwards card. So he had two fights last year, believe it or not. He just had a long break in between to get married and do his thing. So he had two fights last year. Lost to Arta Beterbiev and then knocked out the other guy at the end of the year. But as the fight's drawing close, I'm thinking, you know what? You can't really put it down to the people looking too much into the Beterbiev fight. But Callum Smith, he's got decent boxing skills. He's not a boxer necessarily. Doesn't really utilize his jab a lot. But he's got a strong right hand as he had Castillo shaking on the floor. It's got obviously the catch counter left hook and stuff like that. Boatsi, he has shown he's got a good chin, but he has been, you can see he's been bothered a couple of times, most notably in the Craig Richards fight when he got hit with a double uppercut, and also when Willie Hutchinson rallied off some combinations there. He looked in, a little spot of bother, but he got through it and come back and dropped Willie Hutchinson twice. So he's shown a good beard. At the weigh-in yesterday, you can see when they finally got, the tops off or whatever. Callum Smith is a lot bigger physically than Joshua Boatsi. You can see when they've done the bicep pose. Callum Smith, his arms are bigger. His torso, he's a lot wider, a lot thicker, bigger chest. Seems longer arms as well, fuller in the face. Yeah, he seems physically bigger, whereas Joshua Boatsi seems quite drawn in. His waist is a lot slimmer, smaller. Yeah, so he's a lot bigger. Callum Smith, obviously, he's got the height as well. I think he's like 6'4". I know his build is 6'3", but I think he's like 6'4" because Joshua Boatsy's 6'2". So yeah, I'm thinking, some people are now leaning towards Callum Smith to pull it off. I'm gonna stick with Joshua Boatsy on points, but I believe Joshua Boatsy in this fight will hit the canvas for the first time. He will hit the canvas for the first time, but he will get up and I think he will win it on points. The next fight on the card that I'm going to go to, we will go with, let's go with Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson, he was originally meant to be fighting Kid Austin. What's his name? Kid Austin. Floyd Schofield. Yeah. And he's fallen sick. So Josh Padley, he was doing an electrician job in the afternoon on Tuesday, got the call, finished his job, and he's coming over to shock the world and try and spark out Shakur Stevenson. Yes, the puns were intended. So yeah, Josh Padley in shape. People are saying, how can he make the weight? You sure? Well, it just shows you got to stay ready. You got to live the life. When you live the life, you're always ready for that phone call. He probably wasn't even thinking about that phone call. He's just probably a guy who stays in shape in general, and he was close enough to the weight, and he's there now. Look, he's getting the bag, and um, word on the canvas is he's Turkey Al Sheikh has bought him a brand new house, mortgage free, paid off, plus, and that's not even including the wages, the bag. He's got the house separate and the bag. So he's a full time electrician. He can now finally give up the day job and yeah, be a full time pro. So well done to him, man. He shocked, done a shock upset, beating Turkey Al Sheikh's favorite fighter, Mark Chamberlain, last time out. So now he's got this opportunity to go fight for the world title because Mark Chamberlain was due to fight. Um, Mark Chamberlain was due to fight. When he due to fight Berenchek last time out? Yeah, he was. He was due to fight Berenchek had he beat Josh Padley, but he got upset and got beat. So now Josh Padley is on the way there. Yes, Philip Ansah. Big ups, big ups, big ups. Who else is up in there? Boatsy don't have the volume to beat Smith. Okay, but does Smith fight in volume? Shakur Stevenson by stoppage. Okay, now I'm going with Shakur on points. But it will be quite telling when if I am right, he wins on points because Josh Padley he won the Southern Area. That's his best achievement title wise. So if you're going points with a Southern Area champion, that's saying something. So really, Shakur, you got to really try and stop this guy. Uh, Hold on a minute. Let me try and get this a bit closer. No, that's a bit too close. um, that should be the start of the card, so we don't have energy taken out from us from a boring fight. Oh, come on. Oh man, Jody, Shakur is gonna win hands down. Yeah, Shakur, I've got him on points. Next up, we're gonna go with. We're gonna go with. We're gonna go with. Zile Zhang and Ajit Kabayel. Big Bang Zhang weighed 287. Ajit Kabayel weighed 241. So Zhang has a 46-pound weight advantage. But hey, Caballero has fought big guys before, and he's been the underdog in his last two fights. And I predicted both times he would win, and I was correct. And this time I'm predicting he's going to win again for the third upset. But this time, instead of he stopped the last two guys, I believe he will win on points this time because Zhang is a big dude and he can take a punch. Even with Caballero, if he invests to the body to slow him down, starts going to the head, Zhang is big enough and tough enough and durable enough where he'll just probably be reduced to throwing very little to nothing. His output will be very low and he'll just lose on points and get, outboxed and outworked. Where kind of like Joseph Parker outboxed him, but Caballero will probably be a bit more adventurous. Or he might not. He might still be cautious because Zhang can hit. But I believe Caballero will win on points. So far I've got Boatsy on points, Shakur Stevenson on points, and Caballero on points. And the method I'm predicting is just bonus points, by the way. So far I've got Boatsy, Shakur, and Caballero. It's true, Danny. Caballero all day. He's the best heavyweight around. Yeah, he's definitely up there. Next up, we will go with who are we gonna go with? Let's go with Mm-mm-mm. Virgil Ortiz. No, no, no. Yeah, yeah. Let's go with that. Virgil Ortiz versus Israel Madrimov. Okay, Jody, you're going with Zhang too. So we're going. So Virgil Ortiz, Israel Madrimov. Um, Jody, don't give up the day job. Well, you can give it up now. I'll tell you that for free. But I would like some payment. But yeah, Israel Madrimov versus Virgil Ortiz. Great fight. People saying this could be the fight of the night. It probably could. It probably will. With the styles, they're definitely going to gel very well. Both of them, action-packed fighters. Virgil Ortiz, he's been on, he's unbeaten. Last time out, he was, fortunate to get the verdict against Boychuk, who stopped Ishmael Davis last time out. He got dropped, well, officially once, but really got dropped twice. But he is all action packed still. Let's keep it a buck. And Madrimov lost last time out to Terence Crawford. He was meant to fight Burchuk, but he pulled out with illness. But I think it's probably a smart decision. You got to reserve yourself for this a big night like this. Um, I'm gonna go with Madrimov because Madrimov has the better skills. I think he has the better skills. He can punch as well and he can slug it and trade, but he also does have a very good IQ. Makes it very hard for you to hit. You can see he gave Terence Crawford fits, and I think with that extra IQ of that Eastern European IQ, he will take the verdict. And you know what? I'm gonna go with him. I'm gonna go with Madrimov. I'm going to go with Madrimov to stop Virgil Ortiz. But no, do you know what? Actually, because when I looked at them at the weigh-in, I was very shocked how tall and much bigger Virgil Ortiz was to Madrimov. That was actually shocking. I was like, wow. So, and remember, Madrimov's a career light middle, whereas Virgil Ortiz was a welterweight before. But Virgil Ortiz looked like a whole weight division bigger than him. That was very interesting. Do I still think he'll stop him? Hmm. Don't know. I think he could stop him, or it might be points. I'm going with Madrimov to win, so that's the prediction. So yeah, but the method's just bonus points. Yeah, this is minutiae matters. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go with Madrimov to stop him, but yeah, I'm gonna go. I think he might stop him, but yeah, but I'm going with Madrimov in general. So we've got that one. Then we've got Hamza Shiraz versus Carlos Adames. Hamza Shiraz very tall for the weight, even the weight below when he was that was crazy. Carlos Adames, big puncher, good champion. A lot of people don't know about Carlos Adames. If I ask people in the chat here or ask people, a lot of these pundits and stuff, name me a Carlos Adames fight. Who did he beat to win the title? They wouldn't be able to say. They wouldn't be able to answer the question because they don't watch these fights. That's why everyone's straight away saying Hamza Shiraz because he didn't fight Yannick. It's like all the champions must be weak. Carlos Adames ain't no Lara. Yeah, trust me. If Carlos Adames catches Hamza, he will finish him. But a lot of people they don't watch boxing like deep. They ain't really hardcore like that. They ain't really, you know, you know, they ain't in the trenches like that. They just watch commercial fights. They ain't really so a lot of people don't even know about Carlos Adames. They may have heard the name, but they don't watch. They don't see these fights. I mean, Jody, name me an opponent Carlos Adames faced. Philip Ansah, D Abuli. Name me a fighter he's fought. Guys in the chat. And don't got no box wrecking. You 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. What's it? You're done. You couldn't name it. See, because you're not watching the fights. But anyways, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with on this one. I think we might have an upset here. I'm gonna go with Carlos Adames. Mm. I'm gonna go with Carlos Adames to stop Hamza. I'm gonna go with Carlos Adames to stop Hamza, man. Yeah, come on. You're 5 minutes later, mate. To- Did you watch that fight though? Did you watch that fight? I knew you, but you're gonna pull out the loss. You're gonna pull out the loss. Come on, you would do that, wouldn't you? Um, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Carlos Adames for the upset. That's what I'm going with. But yeah, yeah, I'm going with the upset, man. I'm going with the upset. Next up, who we got? Martin Bacoli versus. Hold on, let me go to the. Martin Bacoli versus Joseph Parker. Now, this is a last minute replacement. Martin Bacoli literally has just landed at 2 in the morning today. And, the cameraman interviews. I'm like, you can see man's eyes are red. He's wiping his face. I'm like, good grief, guys. Come on, have some, have a heart. Let the man go to bed. He's literally got a fight in less than 24 hours. Unless they put him on as the main event, well, not main event, but kind of like after the main event, which is not, I wouldn't say graveyard shift, but just for the purposes of him having some kind of extra rest, I would suggest the promoters move him and Parker's fight till after the Better Beef Bivol fight, just to make it, just for, you know, out of goodwill, because he's, well, 1 second. Oh my God, one sec, my battery. 1 second. 1 second, guys. Before my thing locks off, I forgot to even. Got to put my computer charger. 1 sec. Anyhow, then I will not be going live again. I'll just go to bed. I'm telling you. Um, yeah, sorry, guys. I just see my thing just. Is it working? Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Man's coming 2 in the morning and they're just sticking cameras in his face. Like, man's got on about what, two flights? Or three? Some connecting flights. He had to get off somewhere in East Africa because obviously he's in Congo. People ask him, "Oh, why didn't you get a private jet?" One, you've got to get air clearance. For that, you need to give people notice for air clearance. You can't just randomly fly a private jet. And remember, he's in Congo right now. There is some civil unrest out there. You know, pray for Congo, free Congo. Um, so they couldn't get a private jet, obviously, because it would have to go through from Saudi. It would have to go through, over Rwanda and all that kind of stuff. So they couldn't just get a private jet over there. So he had to get a flight to East Africa. I think like Eritrea or one of them places. Eritrea, Ethiopia, one of them places. Sudan, one of them kind of play joints. And then from there, then he can get to Saudi Arabia from there. Otherwise, it would have been a lot quicker for him. Remember, Africa's right next to, Saudi Arabia, the River Nile, and, you go to all them joints. But he's out there now. He's done an unofficial weigh-in. He weighed in 315 pounds with all his clothes on, his Gucci, his jeans, his shoes, his jewelry, his hat, or whatever. So really, he's probably about 315. No, sorry, he weighed 315, so he's probably about 308. And then take into account the weight you put on in the air. Um, so let's just say anything about £3 to £5. Say it might be like 30. Let's just say 303. 303, £303. Now he weighed 285 in his last fight. So 50, 18 pounds. That's not bad for a walk around weight. Um, he wasn't due to fight Fa Jagbar until May. Yes, Obed. Come on, bro. The Saudi people, they could have private jet if they wanted. They couldn't, Obed. You're from Congo, Obed, so you know what's happening out there in your homeland. They can't just fly a private jet from Saudi there. Remember where it's got to go through. It's got to go through Rwanda. Now, you can't just fly a private jet through there, and you need air clearance. Come on now, let's keep it a Triller. Sorry, that's not even Obed, is it? Oh, Komoyo. But yeah, where you from? Where's your family from? I know you're from Africa with that name, but whereabouts? But yeah, you can't just fly a private jet out there. But yeah, he's out there now. Um, and yeah, I'll because the main event was meant to start about what 2 in the morning out there. So I would put Beterbiev on first, then I would stick Bacoli Parker on after, just so man can have a bit of an extra rest for his ordeal. Okay, you're from Zimbabwe, but you know what's happening out in Congo. So yeah, they can't just private jet straight through there, rude boy. Tanzania is next to Congo. He could have helicoptered there. you, what you become pilot all of a sudden now, yeah? Oh man, Tanzania is not right next to Congo. Actually, it's not right next to Congo. Remember, he's from the Democratic Republic of Congo. He's not from the other side, for one. Yeah, and it's not next to Tanzania. Got to know your geography, man. Congo is on the west to central. You ain't just getting a helicopter out of Congo straight over there. It don't work like that, sunshine. But yeah. But my prediction anyway for this is obviously people are saying for the first 4 to 6 rounds, Bacoli's very dangerous. He is very dangerous, and what is concerning is I predicted that Daniel Dubois was going to take out Parker anyway because I noticed from months ago, and when I saw Parker at the OVO arena, what was it for again? It was like for one of them public workouts. I think it was the AJ Dubois workout. Um, And I noticed I was like, this brother's put on some size, man. And I noticed on his videos he's pumping iron, he's pumping weights. I'm like, what's all this pumping weights business? Like, just don't make this ain't good, man. Yes, big up Clue. How's it going, man? Big ups. I was thinking, man's pumping iron, pumping iron. And I see now and then he jumps on the scales, 267, career heaviest by a long shot. And I'm like, the last time you was your career heaviest, you got knocked out by Joe Joyce because you couldn't outlast him because you got tired. Your thing is speed and movement combination punches. Like, even, what's his name? Jao Pataya, his style reminds me of an old school cross between an old school Joseph Parker, younger Joseph Parker, and obviously a bit of Bivol and a bit of obviously himself. But Parker now wants to do this whole heavy man thing. So I'm like, well, that ain't gonna work against Dubois. But okay, he was gonna. Dubois normally comes in about what 240, 245. So Parker was gonna be about what 22 pounds, 25 pounds heavier than Dubois. That weren't gonna be very smart. Um, and then no, not that part. Not the Democratic of Congo is not next to Tanzania. Remember, there's two parts. There's two flags. Remember. Um, so anyways, yeah, but then now, Bacoli's coming in at let's just say 305, yeah. But Parker is not going to have the engine you think he is to start running around and outboxing him like he would have, like he did against Zhang. So I think Bacoli, if he ain't too jet lagged and tired, because he ain't really going to have much rest, if he ain't too jet lagged and tired, I'm going to go with a McCauley win, a stoppage win, and Billy Nelson said as well that they're doing this fight, and then they're still going to go through after with the fight with FA Jagba in May to obviously preserve his IBF final eliminator, because this is for the WBO interim, but then they'll go into the IBF final eliminator as well with FA Jagba in May. So, yeah, man, Jody's laughing, bro. If it was AJ, they would have got that jet being escorted by fire. AJ's not in Congo though, man. You got, it's all about where you are and at a specific time. You got to know where you are, man. AJ's in London, so it's easy. Even if AJ was doing his holiday in Nigeria, easy. Obviously, Lawrence Okoli could have drove from Dubai, you know. Well, they definitely could have private jetted that for him. But but Mike McCauley was is in a non-advantageous location. Yeah, you got to know the optics. Context is key. Oh, what, come on, yo. Um, Parker is too heavy. Yeah, way too heavy. He would have got wiped out by Dubois, and I think he's going to get stopped because he ain't going to have the engine. So whatever tactic of using speed and stamina against Piccoli, which he would have, should have done, you know, you're coming with a man who's, you know, at least what? Because we're in February, March, at least 12 weeks out of his fight that he was booked for. Um, that tactic's out the window now because now you're too heavy. So that whatever that tactic you would have ensured, or probably maybe would have gone into if you did go into a Cody fight with proper notice, and it's now been null and voided. So no, I'm saying if it was AJ anywhere in the world, they would have thought no, they wouldn't have. You're not just you can't just start flying planes in dangerous places and get wiped out. No, no, no. Come on, you gotta be sensible, gotta be safe. And listen, Bacoli's been very heavily well paid and heavily compensated for his ordeal. People are putting out figures of he's getting 473 grand. No, that's not even close. Man's getting seven figures. Just know that. He's getting seven figures. So don't put, but it was some, I know that it's that channel that tries to name themselves as similar to mine, but you come on, like, have some originality, sunshine. But anyways, um yeah, I'm going with Bacoli there. And in the main event, uh Artur Beterbiev versus Dimitri Bivol in the rematch. The first fight I went with Beterbiev to win. Was it by stoppage or points? I forgot if what method I did, but anyways, Beterbiev won. Um, I think I did say points, you know, and he won on points. But if I did say knockout but either way, I got the right man anyway. But this time, I'm going with Bivol on points because I feel, as I said on the David Alorca episode of the Neutral Corner, because I was watching Beterbiev's training, I was like, this guy's looking very serious, you know. I think he's going to take out Bivol, you know. And a part of me does think that he probably might, but I'm sticking with what I said originally. We're not shape shifting. Um, I'm African. I know Africa and what money can get you. Yeah, it can get you certain things by corrupt politicians out in Africa, but this is, we're dealing with different entities, and it's about safety. You can't be flying private jets over certain countries at certain times with no air clearance, world air clearance, not just African air clearance, with, you know, dodgy, corrupt tribesmen and chiefs. We're dealing with world business now, not just African business. Yeah, not just continental. Yeah, this isn't no Shaka Zulu business, my brother. Oh man, but so yeah, but I'm gonna go with Biv. I think Bivol would have learned more about Better Beef and himself in that first fight than Better Beef would have learned about Bivol and himself. But yeah, so I'm going with Bivol on points this time, and then that will set up the rubber match, the trilogy, which will then leave, you know, obviously Benavides just beat Morel, and then obviously the winner of Boatsi and Callum Smith. They're gonna have to fight someone else in the meantime, um, while this rematch gets sorted, while this third fight gets sorted. And they'll have to wait to probably towards the end of the year, for their shot. But if Better Beef wins, the belts will get scattered, and then these guys will start picking up certain vacant titles and fighting for vacant titles and elevated, and people call them paper champs, email champs, but it's just the way the cookie crumbles. But I'm going with Bivol on that. So here we go. So I'm going with Joshua Boatsi, Shakur Stevenson, Ajit Kabayel, Carlos Adames, Martin Bacoli, Dmitry Bivol, Israel Majamov. That's who I'm picking. So that's my final predictions, guys. Let me know in the comments who you're picking, and why. Yeah, 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 yeah. The 315 with the chains on, the big Gucci shoes. Remember, he's a 6'6" dude. He's probably size, I don't know, size 14 or something. Got his jeans on. They're going to be heavy jeans, even though they're tight as whoa. They're blood tight, marrow tight, not even skin tight, marrow tight. Um, so yeah, yeah, I'm going for Carlos Adames, man. I'm going for Carlos Adames. So let's get through more of the why so hostile. Yeah, I don't know, man. I woke Como. He ain't had his pounded yam or his fufu this morning, man. He's very, very hostile. Like you don't want to see Martin eat. Or you're just thinking man should just get man shot or blown up in a plane. Nah, man, you got to be safe. And he was in first class in each of them planes. I saw the seats he was in, so don't worry about that. He weren't in no economy. Yeah, he's able to stretch them 6'6" legs. If Parker doesn't win by KO, I'll be shocked. But Coley is not ready. No, nah. Parker ain't winning by no KO. Trust me. He's not a power puncher like that in his combinations. And he's too heavy now. He's too heavy. Far too heavy. Any more comments? Bacoli is getting jet lagged. People say about jet lag, you see, when I go on holiday, I don't ever get jet lag. And I've been on some long flights. I've been to Vegas. I've been, to Oklahoma. I've been to Toronto. The longest flight I went to was when I went to Borneo. Um, that was 16 hours, 45 minutes because I had to fly to Kuala Lumpur. Then from there, another 2.5 hours over to Borneo. Yeah, and that I didn't have jet lag. I was straight away. I'm out. Like no jet lag business. I don't ever get jet lag. I don't know what jet lag feels like. When people say jet lag, what does that? What is that exactly? Because I've never felt it. Anytime I'm on holiday, my itinerary starts as soon as I land. Yeah, make every minute, every hour count. So yes, maybe I'm just special, but I don't suffer from no jet lag. What is jet lag? Is it where people say it's when they feel tired and they've got to sleep a whole day? You've just wasted a whole day of your holiday. Nah, man. You might as well get one of them little budget night flights. Nah, man. You got to get active. I don't suffer no jet lag. So, and listen, for that kind of wages, you ain't got jet lag. Trust me. For them wages, I tell you that, you are on cloud 10. Yeah. Give me some Rockstar Energy, Monster, Red Bull, um, what's them other ones? All that stuff. All them energy drink. Give me all that stuff. Yeah, they even got Lucozade ones out these days. You ain't for that kind of wages. You ain't got no jet lag. You ain't feeling no tiredness. You can give me well, he is tired. He's just landed. I see his eyes were red like Night Rider. But get him a good 10 to 12 hours sleep. He'll be good to go tonight. Trust me. Um, So yeah, let's talk about some word on the canvas. Quickly, Clarissa Shields. She's been. They say the Detroit Athletic Commission has suspended her. saying about marijuana. She had an oral swab test after the fight that she won on points with the heavyweight title. Normally, you're meant to do a urine test. She did a urine test after, and it come back negative. And another fighter on the card did a urine test, come back negative, but they also got tested positive for oral tests. Two fighters on the card they both of them say they don't smoke weed. They're saying it was the weed in the arena, people smoking weed in the arena. What must have caused that? My thing is, what I think. This is just my conjecture. Hold on a minute. I need to get this bloody light on. I'm on duty. Hold on. It's winding me up. I need to get another ring light though. This one's been a bit mash up, but sorry about the lighting, guys. But this one is a rushed kind of thing. But I do need to buy a new ring light. I need to order it off of Amazon. But yeah, my conjecture is and my thoughts is on this is I think that Clarissa Shields, the reason why, especially if they're saying they did an oral swab test and it come back, and I'm just thinking they don't normally do oral swab tests as tested methods in boxing from boxers ever. It's normally blood and urine samples. But I'm thinking what happened, what I believe happened. Could be wrong, but think about it. Yeah. She's just won her fight. Who did she come into the arena with? She come in there with her boyfriend Papoose. Her boyfriend Papoose. I'm sure he smokes weed. I'm sure he does. Now, if she's won and she's used to just doing blood and urine samples after, because she don't look come across to me like some weed smoker. So say she just finished the fight. She's gone round the back. They're hugging and kissing, French kissing, little tongues in there, whatever. Then all of a sudden they're going, yeah, we've got to do the test. You're going to have some THC, some CBD in your mouth, innit? Because you've just been finishing, snoggy magogging with your man. So I think that's what may have happened. Why that's happened to her. That's what I think. That's just my thoughts, just putting it out there. Also, we've got on the 7th of March, we've got what's her name? Bailey. What's her Bailey? Shout out Jules from Ring IQ. She's fighting Christina Navarano. Bloody hell! I'm having brain freezes, man. Not brain freeze, but just it's winding me up. Just 1 second. On the 7th of March in Toronto, in the casino, we've got come on, stalling. Stop stalling, man. We've got Sarah Bailey versus Christina Navarano. But then we've also got my guy, Jamaica's own Ricardo Brown. He's in his he did an 8-rounder, but yeah, Sarah Bailey's doing a 10-rounder. The main event, you got Lucas Bardi versus Ryan James Rakaza. You've got Tamara Tibult versus Sonia Drilling for a women's bout boxed over 3-minute rounds. Okay, interesting. What else? Yes, what's his name? Floyd Schofield's dad saying that they're about to be a free agent in a couple of months. I don't know how that works or why that works because they haven't done completed their fight deal with Oscar. But maybe Oscar's probably be happy to get rid of him anyway. Hold on. I have not heard the latest on this. I didn't know she was tested with a swab. If that happened, then a subsequent test would be clear. Yeah, well, should do. Yes, I was soft. Correct me, and my kids were mash up. Just get used to living on another clock. Yeah. So I don't know what's up with him, but what I will say is that Daniel Dubois coming down ill has gave Floyd Schofield's a lifeline because maybe something happened at the hotel with food, and it's make or I don't know whether anything why it's made two fighters ill and have to pull out on the week of the fight. But still, I still think it was a bit. The dad's still a bit mad, and I've heard some things, but I won't repeat it. Obviously, I'm not trying to be liable for anything, but yeah, I've heard some things and some things where what they think people think what happened really happened. It's mad though. It's mad. Um, so yeah, also, a lot of rumors that Craig Richards was supposed to be on the card against Troy Jones. I saw that come out. Was it yesterday? Not yesterday, but nearly about 20 hours ago. No, not 20 hours. About 30 hours ago, something like that. Troy Jones, that he was meant to be on the card against Troy Jones on the Riyadh thing because Ring Magazine posted a poster and it had Craig Richards on there. And I was thinking, wow, what man didn't inform me? Don't inform me. Man's flying on a secret fight without telling me. So I was thinking, do I ring him? Is this not right? And I've got to hold on a minute. Is this not right? And I've got to, and he's probably sleeping, or is he on a plane? So I tried to chance it at like 2:30 in the morning, and he didn't answer. So I was like, but it was a WhatsApp call. But then I rang him back, or he rang me back in the morning or something like that. And he was like, he heard nothing about it. He knew nothing about the fight. But funny enough, we remember Troy Jones because we watched him fight in Birmingham on the Galaya Fight Sonny Edwards card. I think he's the English champion. So Greg was like, "Yeah, listen, if he wanted that fight, I could have done that and next week." So, but yeah, no, he's just fighting next week against Padraig McCrory still. So that fight's still on. Craig's not on the Saudi card. I know there's a lot of mayhem going on this week, but yeah, he hasn't been added on. So yeah, that's the facts right there. So you got the exclusive. Anything else? I'm trying to think about. I can't think of at the moment. So for now, I think I've done my final prediction and a little bit of word on the canvas. But thank you for everyone for tuning in. I know it's a random time. I just thought I've got to do this before I go sleep, and then I will be at the Tolworth Recreation Centre doing commentary for Black Box Global, Dean White Show. Anything coming up soon? Hopefully, I will be at the Natasha Jonas versus Lauren Price card at the Royal Albert Hall next month. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, no, I'll be next week. I'll be in Belfast for the Lewis Croker versus Paddy Donovan fight. Obviously, Craig Richards is there fighting Padraig McCrory, so I will be there. Jody will be there as well. Jody Richards will be there. We will be out there. So yeah, that will be the next one. Then obviously the Lauren Price, Natasha Jonas card, Royal Albert Hall. April, I might be going to Kazakhstan for the Janny Beck fight. He's fighting an unbeaten. He's fighting an unbeaten guy. One second. Janny Beck. Oh, Janny Beck. Forgot the guy's name. Why am I doing it like that? 1 second. Sorry, guys. Bear with me 1 second. He is fighting. He's fighting Quasad style. Mr. Quasad style. 16-0, 11 KOs. He is fighting Anao Ngamisengu. That is a hard thing to pronounce. But yeah, it's for the unified IBF and WBO world titles. That is at the Barris Arena in the capital Astana in Kazakhstan. I've never been Kazakhstan before, but yeah, this guy is from Congo, but he's from the other side of Congo. He's from the funny enough, where's my man? Makombo. Wait, what's his name? O Owakomoyo. He is from the Republic of Congo. He's from the other part of Congo. He's not from the Democratic, but he lives in Veil Odyssey, France. He is 14-0, 9 KOs. His manager is Gregory Orville. Uh, yeah, he's beat an unbeaten fighter. A few couple unbeaten fighters before. Few unbeaten fighters before. But yeah, this is obviously his big step up. 29 years old. So yeah, man. Um, this is going to be in Astana. So I might be doing media out there. I've been offered a gig to go out there. So yeah, I might be doing that. But I'll keep you guys updated with all that closer to the time. I've seen them excuses. What are you seeing them excuses for, Philip? Come on, wait, tell me, tell me. Share it in code. No, I can't do that. I can't do that, Clue. I can't do that, unfortunately. When I see you, or I speak to you on the phone, as we do, or our long voice note type combos, I can let you know. Actually, no, it'd be conversation only. Man ain't doing no uh, voice note recordings. Okay. Oh, hold on. We've got a prediction list there. So Philip Answer is going with Boatsi, Caballel, Madrimov, Shiraz, Shakur, Parker, Beterbiev. Okay, so you've got one, two, three the same as me. No, four the same as me, sorry. And so, but you're going with Shiraz, Parker, and Beterbiev. And remember, this is the first time I've ever picked against Beterbiev in a fight, which is mad. But as I said, when I see him doing the training, I was like, oh, he's just looking, I think he's going to do, he might take out Bivol. She just had to say, she kissed Pat. Yeah, man, she just had to say that, Mike. Listen, if she's been Frenching and then they randomly said swab, that's going to happen to you, isn't it? That's what I think, anyway. Yes, Ra Hockman. But yeah, Ra Hockman, I know you wanted to know. Yeah, Craigie's not fighting on the card tomorrow, or today, sorry. He's at next week in Belfast. But yeah, you're going to be in Belfast as well, ain't you? Just to see you out there next week. So yeah, first time I'm going Belfast. I've been Dublin before. I actually boxed in Dublin before, years back in the day, at Croke Park. So that's why when I keep hearing about Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, they're trying to get at Croke Park. I'm like, yeah, I boxed in Croke Park. But obviously, I was in the we was in the one of them rooms in the thing, one of them kind of one of them VIP type rooms, them rooms in it. So yeah, it weren't in Croke Park in the stadium, but you can see it through the window. So the VIP type box rooms type thing in one of them halls in there. Yeah, them business halls we boxed in against Saint Xavier's. Yeah, in a rep match, on international duty and that. I remember me, my boy Fabrice, Hollywood Josh, Glenn Bowden, um, David Burns, and then man, yeah. And I remember, yeah, it was a bit. Oh, it's a funny story. I'll have to tell it on the neutral corner or something one day. But yeah, it was an interesting time. But yeah, I met Jimmy Carr out there when went on a night out. We was in one of the strip clubs out there. So yeah, I've been Dublin, but never been Belfast before. I heard it's a bit tasty out in Belfast, but yeah, man, we love all that. So it's going to be a hostile environment, but Craig's looking to get the job done, and yeah, man, get the W, and then we move forward. But yeah, no, thank you everyone for tuning in. Much appreciated. And yeah, sorry for the randomness, but I had to get my final predictions documented. Yes, I might be. I've been offered to go there. So and fun, and it's the 5th of April, which is it's a bit awkward because it clashes with the Manchester card with Dillian White versus Joe Joyce, and obviously Lawrence Okoli versus Richard Riakporhe, Jamie TKV versus David Adelaide, and what it is the day before is the Shakan Pitters fight versus Daniel Dos Santos, and that's in York Hall now for the GBM Sports, and I wanted to go to that, and that's on the Friday. But so if I do go to this, do the fight week in the media for the Janny Beck fight in Kazakhstan, then I'm going to miss all that. I wasn't going to go to Manchester anyway, um, so I could have. I was going to watch that on TV anyway, so that's not really a problem. But then I'll miss a GBM card doing media there because I haven't done no GBM because they're normally always up in Sheffield and up north. And I know they was going to do the last one in they're always up north basically. So I thought, oh yeah, I could do that one, man. Because big up my guy Izzy As If. So yeah, I wanted to support. So if I do go to the Kazakhstan thing, then I will end up having to miss the GBM thing. But that's a possibility. But I'll keep you guys updated with that. Uh, I wanted to go, but my mate's card at Chelsea FC is on. Oh, is that the same? Is that the Nielsen boxing thing at Chelsea, Stamford Bridge as well? Same date. See, that's a big clashing day, man. Man. So there's Manchester, there's that and that. Big ups yourself and good luck to Craig in his upon coming fight, up and coming fight, coming fight. Hope he gets back on track. He'll be man. He'll be back on track. I need to do an interview with him because you know what it is because obviously he's my cousin. Is this something like because I talk to him all the time? It's like I don't think to do interviews, but I need to get it out. Like I think it'll be good to get some content. So hopefully I'll remember to do that this time. But normally we're just talking like flowing, and then we're not. I just don't get the camera out because I just think it's just like yeah. But I need to. Cause I see everyone getting these, trying to get these exclusives. I need to get these exclusives. But I do get the exclusives, but obviously it's off camera, isn't it? So yeah, it is. Wish these cards wouldn't all clash. Yeah, but remember, so the Chelsea one is London. Then obviously the Frank Warren one, Queensbury's in Manchester. But I wasn't going to go there anyway. So then really, if I'm over here, I would have gone to the GBM Sports one Friday in York Hall, and then Stamford Bridge on the Saturday, which would be decent. And then obviously, but then you got an opportunity to go international Kazakhstan, so it's all you know what I mean. But I would like to see this undercard for this Jalibek fight because there's nothing on BoxRec yet on the undercard. So yeah, but yeah, man. Anything else? Yes, Rosanna Cox, how's it going? Big ups, and yes, Green Diamond Boxing, big ups. Great work I see you doing out there, Aisha. Uh, keep up the sterling work. Loving all that. Yes, I see you meeting the people and getting that work in. So yeah, keep doing what you're doing. Ratings, and I know Shicey's not on here, but I see her getting herself in there as well. So yeah, man, good to see. And yes, Jody, best shape of his life. Everyone will see. Uh, heard Callum Johnson and Gulamarin is on. Oh, they're on that card. Ooh, yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, Callum Johnson's been knocking out people at cruiserweight, so that'll be good. Um, if that goes on that card, so yeah, I did hear that was an announced, but I didn't know what card it was going on. But yeah, they need to just upload that on thingy. But yes, guys, there you have it. It's another episode of Fight Fan TV Live. And remember, guys, persistence beats resistance. You know where it is.